Zondo Commission still found their way back into government. And he was expressing disappointment about that. He spoke about how there hasn't been successful prosecution since, and he criticized President Cyril Ramaphosa. Now, last week we did a show, and I spoke about how, you see, towards the end of your tenure, everybody starts to get brave. They start to speak out, and some of the things that they wouldn't have said while they were still serving, or things that they wouldn't have said while they were in front of you, they say, right? In Justice Raymond Zondo's position, it's actually different because he even retired now, right? So first he was acting, then he was appointed, then he served, then he retired.
Yeah.
And now he's speaking out. Now, there's nothing wrong with speaking out, that's great. But I'm just asking, if he felt this way all along, then why did he not make his views known then? And also, why would you serve under a president whom you have no faith in?
I think if we're being honest, whether you like it or not, our country moves politically, right?
Yeah.
So as much as you might see certain ills taking place in the country, there are certain movements that you cannot just make, right?
Yeah.
So I guess at that particular point in time, he probably was not only looking out for his own reputation as well, because you can't have gone through an entire commission that's cost the country about R1 billion and then come out and say some stuff, right?
Yeah.
So I think it was just also looking after his reputation. It was also not wanting to speak ill of the sitting president, because there's also that, right? Especially as a Chief Justice. So now that you have nothing to lose, he can say everything he wanted.
Okay, that's fine, I understand that. But then my question is, does it make him ipikli-pikli? So ipikli-pikli is somebody...
Flip-flopper.
Yeah.
You know what, I think when you speak out against power, and I think Mkwanazi showed us this, your timing has to be perfect. So perhaps he just decided that during that tenure, like you're saying, Paul, during that time, it was just it would have been too volatile for him to speak out in that position while he's within the throes of power. So I think he was strategic about it.
I can't respect that, though.
Why?
No. If you feel some type of way, let it be known now, right? I've just always felt that way about life. And so I can't respect somebody who was actually part of, not necessarily part of was part of the administration, I suppose, because he is some form of government, right? He was part of it. And now that he's out, he's criticizing it.
And very difficult to speak up, against somebody who appoints you as the Chief Justice also. But you're right. You can't respect somebody who's part of the problem, and then once they are gone, from within the system and the structures, and then start to criticize it. It's got less of an impact, It reminds me of Mkwanazi speaking out while he's still a commissioner in KZN. It says a lot about what you personally stand for and how much you don't mind losing whatever, be it your position, be it favors from people within. It doesn't have an impact right now.
So let us know what your thoughts are, right? Former Chief Justice Raymond Zondo speaking out against the Cyril administration. What are your thoughts?